Well, welcome once again to the Friday Devotional. John Miller here, and we are musing through the book of Luke and looking at various passages as many people in church are reading a chapter a day during the month of June. And today we come to chapter 14. Grab your Bible if you would, and we come in at verse 25. And I want to make some comments about this as we look into God's holy word. This is a passage on the cost of discipleship. And so verse 25 says, a large crowd was following Jesus, and he turned around and said to them, because they're following Jesus. And we always use this phrase, are you a fan of Jesus or a follower of Jesus? And yet, in this day, they were following Jesus all right, but were they true followers of Jesus? This is the question. Well, he turns to them and he says, if you want to be my disciple, you must hate everyone else. You must hate everyone else by comparison. Your father and mother, your wife, your children, your brothers, your sisters, yes, even your own life. Hate your own life. So what does that mean to hate? I noticed, I looked at a commentary here, Bruce Larson, who was pastor of University Presbyterian Church up in Seattle years ago. He writes a commentary. In it he says, the Aramaic word for hate really means to love a great deal less. And I haven't studied enough to see if that is the truth, except he has it written in his commentary. That would certainly explain it. I'm reading from the New Living Translation, and it says he must hate everyone else by comparison. In that day, families were sacrosanct, and often a son would stay with the family and take up the occupation of his father. You wouldn't easily leave the heritage of your home. Certainly that's part of it. And so Jesus is just saying, listen, there will be no other gods before me. You can't put anyone or anything above me, even your own self. And he says, otherwise you cannot be my disciple. And so you've got to be all in 100% in following Jesus as his disciple, or you're not my disciple. And if you do not carry your own cross and follow me, you cannot be my disciple. Well, they knew about carrying crosses in that day because the Romans were crucifying people right and left. And what they did was they'd make a person carry their own cross to their execution. So if you're walking along the road in Palestine in that day, and you see a person carrying their cross with Roman soldiers around, you know where they're going. They're going to their death. They're going to be crucified. So Jesus says, if you don't carry your own cross and follow me, you cannot be my disciple. I mean, he's talking about total dedication unto death. And so I think that our flesh plays games with this because we want to follow Jesus. We want to take up our cross and follow him. But that means total dedication, total death. I mean, he is first choice in our life every single day. And the flesh would like to take another look at this and say, well, yeah, I'm going to take up my cross, and I want it to be a styrofoam cross. Because a styrofoam cross looks like a cross. You can paint it to look like a cross, yet it's much lighter than a real wooden cross. And then if you're going to put me on there to take up my cross and go to up there to be on that cross, well, I want Velcro straps to kind of help me in place. I want a little seat under me so I don't have to hang on that cross. You get the picture? The flesh finds a way to try to live up to a passage by rethinking the passage in a way that I can live with and still be in the world, still kind of do the things I want to do that may not please the Lord. But hey, I'm taking up my cross. We need to kind of reassess what kind of cross are we carrying in this life, because to give our all for Jesus is to give up a number of things that the flesh just wants to experience. And so anyway, there's just a few thoughts for you on this day, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. We'll be right back here next Friday. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.